thought they fixed them.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't. Hey, same day while I'm running back. Friday, running back. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Hey, I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems,
This is our last play.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Come on, man. Let's go!
They're a crazy team, though.
Yeah, we had a shit team. Get over there.
Ready? Check. Watch 54. Check back.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yeah, we're good enough.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They try right side here. Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And I got to make that fast receiver.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
29 is Mike. 29. Record. 29 is Mike.
Here's Griffin. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Big hit. Let's go now. Too little, cut. 29 is the Mike 29. Hey, that QB.
From the gun on third down, Griffin. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
11.
Okay. Thank you.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Watch it. Check 37.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And open, that's Deebo Samuel. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check safety.
And he'll spot Hurd open left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
No wonder I was.
Here we go. Black 80.
The number 1 corner was in his.
This one into the hands of Hurd. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
We ain't giving him nothing.
Check. 21. Here we go.
On second down now. It's Coleman. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
96 speed corner getting done. That's all I see.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Oh, he's so wild.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
This guy's probably great punter.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Oh, I take that back. I take that back. Wasn't that my exact reaction?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On second down, Barber. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
3 yards in this formation there.
I'm gonna get off. You guys have a good night.
Have a good night, bro.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. But it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he fires one, but incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Oh, that was a shitty play.
We got this.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Yeah.
Dante Pettis, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Griffin. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the shotgun, Griffin.
Oh,
Now the
God.
Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. Yeah.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. 23 yards, the final tally. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
That's bullshit.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
12, 12. 11, 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, orbit.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That one good for 26 and a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt, show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! You ain't going.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I lost focus for a second.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! 11.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
You ain't doing nothing today. 12. Under 10. 11. Hey, Wood.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is Breida. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks.
And I got the rest of my equipment today.
The kick by goal is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't
No,
able to
just
get it in
I
the
know
end
my
zone.
mom
Yeah, I
and
can
my
just
sister
imagine
and my
post-game,
dad.
head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard
we
field
haven't
goal,
even said
grimacing a little
anything
bit,
else yet.
but having to realize that at that moment,
just
getting
got it.
3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where
Now
it's
I'm
a
just
pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Griffin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Sherman was there.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only
It was
touchdown
open,
that they've
but
scored
if
in
you
this
see how
game,
long it
tried
takes
to
him
get
to
it to him
cock
again
back
on
and throw
another
that
deep ball.
bitch.
Mike 29. Let's get it together, defense.
Let's just go ahead.
To throw on 3rd down, Griffin. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Oh, Brandon Cooks almost got that.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act,
the
isn't
ball,
it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
13.
They run again with Breida.
If you'll see that, you'll see the bullshit that just happened.
A big play there for the Niners. 71 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
21.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Breida.
Why did he
Across
come
the
around
goal
like
line,
that?
Into the end zone. Touchdown,
That's
49ers. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Gold for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Why did come behind?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Griffin. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Really?
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him
That's
3
ridiculous.
on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Griffin. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are
Really?
clogged.
Wow.
That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
I'm taking
and
it.
4th down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom
You really
used to tell me
can't
all the
kick
time before I went
a field
out,
goal
dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself
outside of a
respectable,
dome.
and that's what
Like,
they're doing
let's
here. They're
say,
just
like he's
dressing up the
kicking on
final
grass,
score.
like it's Coliseum, you know? He can't kick one longer than 55 yards, which is still it's still far as fuck away. You know what I mean? It's still...
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Into a double team, and it's
Now that
intercepted.
works.
Picked off by David Long. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot.
No.
And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now it's Griffin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Griffin. And that is incomplete here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's Griffin. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Oh, that was an ugly fucking kick.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
49er first down.
Here we go. 180. 11.
All day, defense, all day.
Garoppolo looking to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Black 80.
Let's go, D, let's go.
21.
Get there. Watch safety.
13.
Safety.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
I got my ass.
But now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the 49ers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Going to bed, Pops? Alright, good night.
This ain't nothing for the past.